Hi everybody, it's Caroline here from CraftyCarolineCreates.com. I promised that I would do a video over the weekend to tell you about my fantastic experience at OnStage last weekend. For those of you who don't know, OnStage is a twice a year event that's Stampin' Up run for all of the demonstrators. It's a bit like a convention really. And it's a one-day event in Solihull, well this is what the weekend one was, for all of the UK demonstrators to attend if they want to. And we get to obviously hang out together, we get to do a lot of crafting, we get to see the brand new catalogue which launches in January, and Celebration, and let me tell you, Stampin' Up have done a fantastic job. Celebration this year is amazing. And it's also an opportunity to recognise some of the best performing demonstrators in the UK for the last year. The Stampin' Up year runs from 1st of October to the 30th of September. And it all started for me on the Friday. I got there around lunchtime and met up with some of my lovely team members in our hotel. We had a lovely time catching up and doing a little bit of business chat. We spent a while looking at some computer programs that I use and how my team could use it. And I met some of those ladies for the first time that I've been talking to for years on the telephone and online, so it was really, really great to meet them. And it was my first OnStage event that I had a big team with me, so it was lovely to have that support there as well. Then on Friday night, Stampin' Up have an event that is just for people that are performing at Silver Elite title and above. So this is their top sort of 1 or 2% of demonstrators that have really grown it into a business. And it was the first time I'd attended that event, so I was really excited about it. I felt actually quite nervous. I was meeting all these celebrities for the first time. You know, what I see as the really big power demos of the UK. And to make it even more scary, the country manager, a lady called Paula Gorry, who is really lovely, she asked me if I would mind presenting because she wanted a panel event at the event, and she wanted somebody that was very experienced, somebody sort of in the middle, and then somebody quite new, and I was going to be the quite new person there. So that was quite nerve-wracking, but luckily we got it out of the way before dinner, so we got to talk about productivity and how I structure my sort of week in order to fit Stampin' Up in there, because I don't know if all of you know, but I do have a full-time job and I have 2 lovely but very high energy children. They are 1 and 5, so it is a bit of a juggling act sometimes, so I did sort of share what I do with the demonstrators there. So that was Friday night, and that evening finished with a few more drinks in a hotel bar with some of my team and some of the sort of the wider team that I am in. And then Saturday started off with OnStage, and one of the first things they did, which was quite unusual actually, was they announced, where they did the recognition for the top 5 demonstrators in the UK in 3 categories very early on. So they announced the top 5 demonstrators for sales, so the 5 demonstrators in the UK with the highest sales, the top 5 demonstrators in the UK with the highest recruiting level, and the top 5 demonstrators again, sorry, in the UK for leadership. So that is people that have recruited a team and then are helping them to promote and grow their own businesses. And I was, if I'm honest, I was hoping a little bit that I may get into the top 5 for recruiting, because I knew I was at about the level where people had started to be recognised the year before. So I was, a tiny little bit of me was hoping, but almost not daring to hope, that I might get into that category, and I'm pleased to say I did. I was 5th in the UK for recruiting. So I got up, and because I wasn't really expecting it, I didn't pay any attention. So before they started the announcements, they said, this is if your name is called, this is what you want to do. But I didn't pay attention, so I got up, I went to the wrong side of the stage, I was standing waiting, I didn't realise I had to walk across, so yeah, I was completely overwhelmed. And then I got back to my seat and they started to call the people that were the top 5 for leadership, and the 5th named person was called, and I thought, okay, I can sit down now, relax. And then they said the 4th, and it was me again. So I got up and was walking across the stage, and yeah, I was absolutely delighted. And then I sat back down again, and they started to call the top 5 for sales, and I was 5th. I was 5th in the UK for sales, and I think at that point I just burst into tears. It was such a shock. It was so much more than I'd ever dreamed of. And yeah, I can't, even now thinking about it, I'm getting a bit emotional. Yeah, so I made a complete fool of myself walking across the stage, sobbing. But yeah, I was completely blown away. And then the day continued, and we got to see lots of new products, and we got to do lots of crafting. We got to see some new techniques being demonstrated, and then towards the end of the day they announced the top 10 overall demonstrators in the UK. So that's looking at all facets of the business, and I wasn't lucky enough to get into those top 10. I think I still don't understand exactly how the top 10 in the UK overall is made up, but the ladies that were in there had done really well and had really grown their teams, so I wasn't in there. But I was, I was still on cloud 9 from all the top 5s. So shortly after that, they then started to do what they call the Global 100. So that's looking at all, I think there's about nearly 50,000 demonstrators worldwide, and looking at the top 100. And I had there was no way I was going to be in the Global 100. So they started the countdown. It was a video actually, and they put up all the names of the people in the 100. And apparently I was actually on my phone when my name came up on the screen, and apparently I am 83rd demonstrator in the world. And I don't know, that just blows my mind a little bit. It doesn't feel like work. It is the most fantastic hobby that I love doing. I love creating, and I love sharing the creativity. And yeah, I'm blown away that I rank up there with so many like talented women that I just wouldn't think I fit in next to at all. So yeah, it was amazing. And what was amazing especially was, because I was looking at my phone, I wasn't looking at the screen, and everybody around me, because I was sitting around with lots of tables from people from my uplines team as well as my team, and just the noise in the room. And I have seen a video, a recording, and you can just the room sort of in the area around us erupts when my name is shouted. And I just felt, that's what I love about Stamping Up, that everybody supports and celebrates your achievements so much. And I felt that, yeah, it was amazing for me to become 83rd demonstrator in the world. I don't think I'm ever going to stop saying that. But it was also amazing for me to do it when I had so much support, and I honestly felt so much love from the team. So thank you to the team that really, really lifted me. Yeah, made it even more special. And yeah, thank you. All I can say is a huge thank you to everybody that has watched my videos, who has shopped with me, who has read my blog, who has joined my team. I'm always so honoured when somebody shops with me, when they leave a comment, when they decide to join the Simply Stylish Stampers. It really does make my day. And yeah, I'm still in shock, to be honest. I'm still on cloud 9. I have this, I have something to show you. This is, everybody that goes to OnStage gets a name badge. And then you get all these ribbons to recognise our achievements. And I will have to, I dug out, I don't have it here, is the one I had from last year, which sort of stopped about here. And then these are all the new ones I added this year. And I am just like, yeah, Stamping Up has changed my life in so many ways. And then, I don't even know how to put it into words, honestly. I'm overwhelmed and so proud and so pleased and so humbled and so thankful, and yeah, pretty much every adjective you can think of. So thank you very much to everybody that has watched me, and if you of course would like to go on stage, the next one is in April, and if you would like to join my team, I'd love to talk about it with you. Yeah, and of course thank you to everybody that shops, and I really hope you keep shopping, because I really want to make the next year even better. So thanks a lot. Bye bye.